welcome to Wikifiends. I'm your host, Joe.
I'm David.
And I'm Alec.
And we are the Wikifiends. We're going to read some Wikipedia and then talk about it. So the first article I have is wax bullet. A wax bullet is a bullet made of wax, often paraffin wax or some mixture of waxes and other substances that produce the desired consistency. Wax bullets have been in use for over a century, providing a projectile for use in training, indoor shooting, and shooting competitions where a high-velocity metal bullet would be needlessly hazardous. And it says wax bullet cartridges do not provide enough force to cycle automatic firearms, and they're most commonly used in revolvers and other manually cycled firearms. In the past, wax bullets were used by illusionists for illusions involving firearms, such as the bullet catch. The practice goes back at least as far as Jean-Eugène Robert Houdin, who used a hollow wax bullet colored to resemble lead balls. When placed on a charge of gunpowder, the wax bullet would disintegrate upon firing. Wax bullets are not normally lethal and will not penetrate sturdy walls, so they are safe to use indoors or in situations where live ammunition is dangerous. This is not to say that they are entirely safe, as velocities are around 500 feet per second. This exceeds the velocities of paintballs, and serious damage could be done to sensitive areas, so suitable precautions should be taken when using them. And then it talks about the construction. They're generally used. The cartridges are constructed with a punch out from a sheet of paraffin wax. That's what makes the bullet. And then primed using normal hand loading equipment. And you can use additional beeswax and or grease to produce a softer, more flexible bullet. And says they're used in fast draw and trick shooting applications for safety reasons, so that if the shooters shoot themselves in the foot or leg when drawing from their holsters, they are not seriously injured. The World Fast Draw Association uses wax bullets in many of their competitions, along with special balloon-popping blanks that fire coarsely ground gunpowder. Now here's what I find interesting. Wax bullet dueling. During the early 20th century, there was some interest in mock dueling with pistols loaded with wax bullets. The sport first gained popularity in France, and heavy canvas clothing was worn to protect the body. A metal helmet with a thick glass plate protected the head and face, and the pistols were often equipped with guards on the front of the trigger guard that extended outwards to protect the shooter's hand. For a brief time, it was popular. It was featured as an associate or non-medal event during the 1908 Summer Olympics in London. That's basically what I wanted to talk about. Is I wanted to see if you guys would be interested in having a duel.
I was gonna say no until I heard about the suits.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures of them. They're really cool.
It seems sort of like a paintball type thing, but more in line with a real.
Has anyone died doing this?
I don't believe so.
I'm down then.
I might do a cursory Google look to see if anyone died and how was it. It's like, check the guns for real bullets before you do it.
Yeah, I guess that would be the thing I would start freaking out about the most would be.
Yes.
You really would have to double check,
Wasn't there that guy that died from blanks because he put it right up against his head?
There are a couple people that died, like actor.
Yeah.
Put right against his head, but I know another actor did that. I think Brandon Lee was shot at with a blank. And
tell that story again. You just went robot.
Yeah.
I said I don't think Brandon Lee put the gun against his head. I know he was killed in a blank bullet, a blank cartridge mishap while filming The Crow.
Right, that's the famous one. I remember that.
He didn't put it up against his head though. That's a different actor, I believe.
Yeah, that was an older actor, I think.
Well, it was a guy. It was a guy in a show in the 80s, I think. In a short-lived show. Short-lived because he was short-lived.
Ooh.
Lol.
Yeah. Oh, you did you're doing a bit of a channeling the Terror Twins there, yeah.
Yeah, welcome to Deadcast.
Did you listen to their most recent one? It was really good.
What one was that? Is that like My Harriest Adventure?
No, that was the previous one. It's the Terror Tower one.
Oh fuck! I want to hear that. No,
it was real. It was really good.
Have you heard of that shit, Alec?
No. What are you guys talking about?
It's a podcast where two gay identical twins talk about the Goosebumps books.
No, it's really good. They have like
it's really good,
really good energy.
Yeah.
Like they like complete each other's sentences type shit. It's really good.
Sounds fun.
They have like running things. Like they'll read like a description of like some creature, and one will go like, sounds like my ex.
Sounds pretty good.
No,
yeah.
When something fucked up happens, they'll go, lol.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they go that, they'll do that, woo!
Oh, right. Yeah, they're better than us.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to get into that, but it is a really good show.
Wait, so let me ask you.
Check it out.
Let me ask you about these wax bullets. So it seems like they're used just to kind of as replacements, right? It's just used for like where times where innocent people could be shot, like sharpshooting. You said.
Yeah, it seems like it also touches on not pure wax bullets, but they're used in military and law enforcement training, where they have a wax-filled projectile that is filled with paint.
Right. Okay.
But essentially, yes, it's used, I guess, in competitions, quick draw in trick shot.
It's interesting. Like, I would think that it would still be able to kill you, but it sounds like they're like, if sharpshooters can shoot themselves like in the fucking leg with it, it's got to be pretty. Well, I guess it's light in mass. It's just not enough to carry through skin. Yeah,
well, it's light and it. Yeah, I mean, it also it's not loaded with gunpowder. Pretty much, it's just the primer is projecting it. I mean, I'm not going to say like like they're totally safe. Like I'm sure if you put a gun in your mouth that was loaded with it and pulled the trigger, that wouldn't be good for you at all. But
completely safe, or so I'm told. Have you ever bought them before? Do you think that they're easy to obtain? Are they more expensive than regular bullets?
No, they're much less expensive if you make them yourself.
Oh,
you hand load.
Oh wow! So you could like buy just the molds. Yeah, I guess that would be easier.
Well, because wax is cheaper than lead in general.
You would think,
and
right?
There's no gunpowder either, so you don't have to buy the gunpowder for it. And it says, and it takes a lot less time to load them, to physically make the ammunition.
So let me ask about these quick draw when this was in London. Is it like a real Wild West thing, like who's faster, 1, 2, 3, go kind of thing? Like,
I don't think the thing in London was that. I think the thing in London was dueling.
But isn't kind of like, what do you mean, like fucking what the fuck's that movie? Like Barry Lyndon, like dueling, like isn't it walking?
Yeah, mock duels.
Like you walk 10 paces, right? Isn't that what it typically is?
I think that's the imagery around it, but I don't think when it comes to dueling, I don't think it's a stand at your back, take 10 paces, turn and fire. I think it's more measured out in your standing face to face.
I'll have to watch some. It's weird. Do they? I mean, I guess I wonder. All these questions come up. Do they do it like the old rules or their new rules? It's kind of interesting.
Well, it seems like nobody does it anymore.
Right. It's like they phased it out. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say. Yeah, that's what it seems like. It'd be a good business to do, right?
Yeah. You don't think people already do this with paintballs, though?
Yeah, but wouldn't it be like a thing like, that'd be like a thing that like an adventure tourism type thing where it's like, oh yeah, I went out to Texas and I did a duel, like that sort of thing, No,
I will be honest, like I would never want to do paintballing, like sneaking around with little kids shooting at you shit, but I would do a paintball duel, I think. Like I'm not as opposed to that necessarily. Like I like the restraint.
No, I used to do regular paintball, and then I also used to do duels with airsoft guns. So I guess it's like probably more. It's probably not as safe as airsoft, but even with airsoft and paintball, you're supposed to wear masks when you do it.
I think I did that shit too, and I didn't wear a mask or anything like that. So,
did you do the stand back to back and do 10 paces with the airsoft gun?
No, you would just stand like 20 feet apart or something.
Just shoot your friends.
Okay.
Yeah, we did that also. But, I don't know. Alright, so that's wax bullets. Now, what do you guys have?
You want to go, Alec?
Sure. Got the King of Rome. Do you guys know the King of Rome?
No.
Okay. The King of Rome was a successful racing pigeon, winning a 1,001-mile race from Rome, Italy to England in 1913. It was the subject of a song and book, both by Dave Sudbury, and a radio play as well. The song's best-known version was recorded by June Tabor.
Oh, yeah, I know June Tabor.
All right, so the King of Rome, once again, was a racing pigeon. The bird was owned and bred by Charlie Hudson, who was reported as having started pigeon racing in 1904. At the time of the race, he was president and treasurer of Derbytown Flying Club. He also wrote on pigeon racing matters for the Derby Evening Telegraph. On the bird's death, he presented its body to the Derby Museum of Art Gallery, where its taxidermied skin is preserved with a session number. This is pointless. DBYMU.146/48. As of 2011, it is on display and has previously been exhibited on loan elsewhere, including Walsall Museum and Woollerton Hall in Nottingham. Yeah. So they have the race report in here too. I guess this is what was announced when the bird made it home. Mr. C.H. Hudson of Derby is to be congratulated on having notified an arrival in Rome race Tuesday last. This bird has proved itself capable of great endurances and of suffering much fatigue, and possessing wonderful staying power to make its way back from Rome to Derby. Up till Tuesday evening, about 1,200 birds sent by Belgian fanciers, 62 birds had been notified. The percentage as a rule that get back... Hold on, one sec. The percentage as a rule that get back of birds sent to Rome by Belgian fanciers works out on average at 7%, so that there are hopes yet that there will be some more English birds home. At any rate, the distance has been accomplished, eclipsing all past long-distance records in the United Kingdom. When it was sent to Rome, it was rung as that same number I read before that's on the taxidermied bird. I guess it's the identification number on it, so they could tell which bird was which when they did make it home. But there's also a song written about the bird. It's a very emotional song, too. I was surprised. I listened to it. Just about exactly what happened. The bird being released and then flying to Rome quicker than the other pigeons that were released or that were racing. Yeah, and there's also a children's book based on it, but I haven't been able to find any pictures of that.
Do you know who made the children's book?
It's the same guy that did the song, Dave Sudbury.
Okay,
Who, his wiki links are red, so there's not much known about him. But yeah, that's the King of Rome, famous racing pigeon.
I mean, it's pretty interesting, but I don't know if I would call him the King of Rome.
Well, I don't know. King of Roman racing pigeons, I guess. I guess he's not Roman. Never mind.
It's interesting that it seems to be that there's this whole other world of people extremely interested in pigeons. Like he's a writer on Pigeon Matters and whatever. It's kind of interesting.
Well, it's just this one guy. He seems like just
he's the real driving force behind this, the notoriety of this.
He's keeping the legend alive.
It's almost more about him than anything else.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
Maybe
the song is the pigeon singing to him in the song. That's the point of view from.
Oh,
Charlie, I'm coming home.
I'm going to insert that here. That's interesting.
Maybe you said his link is red. Maybe there used to be a page for him, but it was so short that it got folded into this article.
Maybe. I never knew how that worked.
The sources were not reputable enough. Wait, that's a weird one. Where'd you find this?
I was clicking the random button on Wikipedia, and this one popped up.
I've done that. It works sometimes.
It does not work most of the time, though.
I've never used that. I didn't know that was a feature.
Yeah. You get a lot of, just top songs from this year and, winners of random basketball games.
Ugh.
A lot of stats.
That sounds super boring.
It really is.
Where is that feature?
It's up near the top left.
Top left.
Just under the Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia.
Yeah. I never go to that page. I never go to the main page.
Yeah, I usually just know what I'm looking for, but yeah, I found that one a couple weeks ago.
I usually just go to the wikipedia.org page where it has the globe made out of the puzzle pieces with the different language options around it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I never click on the English one.
Well, I always just search and then it comes up English and then it's always got that little bar on the side.
Maybe because I use my phone all the time.
That could be it.
It's probably that. I use my phone and then it's not important. None of this matters.
The formatting does change depending on what device you use.
Yeah. That is correct.
Yes.
What was this gentleman's name again?
The songwriter?
Yeah, Studley?
Dave Sudbury. Sudbury.
Is he still alive?
I don't know. I haven't read up on him too much.
There's no page for him.
Again, how did they measure how fast the pigeon was? They said he went to Rome in one day? Or
No, it's just the distance it flew. And it got back first. Not many of the pigeons actually came back. Most of them died. But he came back first. I think 7% of the pigeons came back out of all of them.
A vicious sport.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, not too much on Dave Sudbury.
And the pigeon was a male pigeon, correct?
Yes, it was a blue cock pigeon.
I see. I like pigeons.
They're pretty cool.
I like the big fat ones.
Yeah. think they're all pretty great.
I like my pigeons like I like my cats.
Big and fat.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like those svelte pigeons. They look weird.
They all look kind of fat to me.
Yeah, sometimes you get one that's like a skinny bird. It's like,
Not doing a good job.
No, you should be fatter.
Yeah.
I do like the way their heads move.
That's very fun.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty good. All right. So, Dave, what do you have?
Okay, I have Circulus. Have you guys heard of this?
I don't believe so.
No.
It's a theory. Circulus was a socio-economics doctrine devised by 19th century French utopian socialist Pierre Leroux. Born in 1797, he died in 1871. He proposed that human excrement could be collected by the state in a form of a tax and used as fertilizer, thereby increasing agricultural production sufficiently to prevent Malthusian catastrophe. So, the theory is, according to Leroux, human excrement has remarkable fertilizing properties which society fails to harness. If the human waste is otherwise discarded, would fertilize agricultural production sufficient to cover society's progressively increasing food consumption. Leroux posits the existence of a natural law dependent on the circulation of human excrement back through the agricultural process, which maintains a necessary balance between soil fertility and inexorable population growth. In his writing Revue de l'Ordre Sociale, Leroux responded to his critics, summing up his theory as follows. If men were believers, learned, religious, then rather than laughing at socialism, as they do, then would profess the doctrine of Circulus with respect and veneration. Each would religiously collect his dung to give to the state, that is, to the tax collector, by way of an impost or personal contribution. Agricultural production would instantly be doubled, and poverty would vanish from the globe. It's kind of interesting, right?
Yeah.
I know they used to collect urine.
For, like, cleaning?
Yeah, to turn into, I believe it's called lant.
Yes. I think, yeah, it's like soap or something, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, but used for cleaning.
Right. So, here's a few more notes. Leroux first put forward his theory of Circulus in 1834 as part of an attempt to explain the failure of the Fourierist Phalanistery. Now, this is kind of weird. I looked what that was. The Phalanistery is kind of like a monastery, but it's like a utopian community. It's kind of this attempt at a new social structure. Mm-hmm. And it failed apparently, which is kind of interesting. That's kind of a whole nother bag of worms.
Not surprising.
Yeah, not well. Leroux said because they weren't using Circulus. In response to Madame Badette Dulery admonished at the failure of the utopian community established on her land, Ferrer himself is supposed to have said, "Madame, give me dung." So, despite public ridicule, Leroux held firm to his theory in the decades that followed, and while living in exile in Jersey after the fall of the Second Republic, he carried out experiments using his own excrement as fertilizer in an attempt to persuade the local authorities to adopt the doctrine of Circulus. However, Leroux's theory...
I mean, there are places that, that was widely used, human waste as fertilizer.
No, it's not even like that's probably very common. It's the norm.
It has like a weird name, like night fertilizer or something.
It's just human excrement.
Night soil.
Ah, I see.
Oh, I've heard that.
Yeah. The Malthusian thing though, that's not. I mean, that's like a long discredited belief.
Well, I didn't look into that. I assumed it was just some kind of death by poverty. What is a Malthusian catastrophe?
Malthusian catastrophe is the human beings are on a course to populate beyond the means of producing enough food.
So, resource mismanagement.
Well, the way that not even that, but that because human population will outpace the ability to produce food. Resources should be. I mean, it's tied to a political belief that resources should be managed.
Right.
I mean, but it's a thing. It's a thing that had been going on for. I mean, it's a theory that had been going on for years and never, without ever manifesting.
Right. Well, this is kind of interesting. In practical terms, rather than by Leroux's vision of individual members of society willingly paying a tax in their own excrement for the sake of the Commonwealth, Victor Hugo kind of put forward this idea, and it did influence the ideas of an English social reformer who proposed human waste be pumped from cities to the countryside to provide fertilizer for crops that feed those cities. So it may have had some pragmatic results, but not quite in the way he thought of people collecting their shit.
I mean, if it's so valuable, you should just sell it.
yeah, free market, right?
For real.
This guy should just start. He should have just been selling his excrement
on the brown market.
All right, that's gross.
I've made millions on the brown market.
Very, very gauche.
That'd be a thing people whisper about other Nuevo rich. Oh, he's a brown market millionaire.
Yeah. What was this guy's name again?
Pierre Leroux.
Leroux.
It's just generic French person.
It is very. All right. Well, I guess we'll go on to my next one. Australia's Naughtiest Home Videos is an Australian television comedy program which was broadcast on 9 Network on the 4th of September 1992. It was a one-off special spin-off of Australia's Funniest Home Video show depicting videos of sexual situations and other sexually explicit content. The program was taken off the air partway through the broadcast of its first and only episode at the demand of the network's owner, Kerry Packer. Australia's Funniest Home Video show premiered in 1990 and was similar in concept to the 1989 American special and later series, America's Funniest Home Videos. Viewers would send in amateur shot videos that were unintentionally humorous, and the video deemed the funniest by the studio audience was awarded a prize at the end of the show. The producers often received racy or risque videos that couldn't be included into the program due to its family-friendly nature. However, since the show's policy stated that the videos sent in by viewers couldn't be sent back, videos that didn't make it to the program were still kept by the stations. The producer decided to compile these videos into a one-off special aimed at an adult audience. It differed from Australia's Funniest Home Video show in more than just the content of the videos. It had a different opening, a modified version of the show's theme song, and a slightly modified set. It was hosted by Australian radio personality Doug Mulray. And due to the difference in content, the show aired at 8:30 p.m. and was preceded by a short message warning viewers of the show's content, informing of the fact that it that it was a one-off special that was different from the regular show. All right, so you see here, the content of the videos included shots of animal genitalia, humans or animals humorously engaging in sexual intercourse, people who get accidentally and humorously disrobed, and other situations that often relied on ribald humor, including a child grabbing a kangaroo's testicles, a man lifting a barbell with his penis, a man getting his head squeezed between an erotic dancer's large breasts, an elderly woman removing an envelope from a stripper's undergarments with her dentures, two people running into water with flaming pieces of toilet paper hanging from their buttocks, and two people filmed having sex in the middle of a park. Now, here's the cancellation of the show. Kerry Packer, the owner of the Nine Network at the time, was informed of the show's contents by friends while at a dinner. He tuned in to watch the show, which was being transmitted on TCN 9, and was so offended by its content that he phoned the studio operators and shouted, "Get that shit off the air!" Within minutes, the series was pulled. After the break, the Nine Network announced that it failed to continue airing the show, purportedly due to technical difficulties, and aired reruns of the American sitcom Cheers immediately afterwards to fill in the remaining airtime. Now, this is like a cute statement. In 2008, Bert Newton justified the broadcast explanation with, "It's technically very difficult to keep a show on air with Mr. Packer on the phone yelling at you." So that's the guy being cute. Are you guys still there?
Yeah.
I'm here.
Okay, I didn't know if I lost you again.
No.
All right. Now, the day after the special aired, a furious Packer showed up at Nine's headquarters. He held meetings in which he loudly berated Nine's managers and censors, referring to the program as disgusting and offensive shit. Mulray and many of the staff who were involved with the creation of the special were fired, and Mulray was banned for life from Channel 9. On his radio show the next day, Mulray commented, "I am the first man in Australian history to be pulled off by Kerry Packer." But then it was rebroadcast in 2008 in its entirety. It featured commentary from Bert Newton. Packer, the station owner, died in 2005, and Mulray refused Nine's request to host the special. The special was interrupted by the Channel 9 bumper and technical difficulty announcements 34 in, cutting to the Cheers opening credits before resuming to a monologue by Newton in the latter part of the special that never aired. Portions of Mulray's monologues, including jibes about fat kids, were cut from the special because they were deemed to be no longer acceptable. So that's kind of fun, right?
Yeah, I don't know how they thought they could get away with that.
Yeah. No, like, hey, you know all those videos we're not allowed to show? Let's make a show out of all of those. Like,
well,
not tell anyone either.
They pushed it to later, and they had a warning. Yeah, I know that seems pretty early, but
animal genitals. Well, we better put this on at 8:30.
Well, it seems like there's just people having sex, which you would imagine would be way worse to show on TV. Like.
Or accidental disrobe. I mean, I know that, like, I don't know, they can show breasts or whatever in other countries, or like some full frontal nudity, but it seems kind of just all insane to have on TV.
It seems like a thing that would. You remember, like, HBO would have like shows like that, like I don't know if it was real sex, but they had wacky sex shows. You guys remember that?
I remember those. Yeah.
It seems like that. It seems like
ABC?
No, HBO.
Oh, HBO.
Jesus. It doesn't seem like the thing that would be on a broadcast network.
Unless you're in Australia.
No, I know. It's really weird.
I mean, it's kind of just like YouTube now. I mean, it's just kind of like...
I don't show sex on YouTube.
Well, I guess, yeah, it's more like early internet. It's like Style Project. fucking Rotten.com era.
I don't get why people were recording animal genitals and sending them in as funny videos.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they do have one of a child grabbing a kangaroo scrotum.
Lol. No, but do you think America's Funniest Home Videos used to get shit like snuff videos and porno?
Well, I doubt they got snuff videos.
They probably did get fucked up shit though. Like,
probably.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Do you remember they had a weird thing at one point that was? I think it only aired for like a season, but it was a thing that was like it was like a spin-off of America's Funniest Home Videos. It was like America's Funniest People. I think that's what
I remember
it's called.
that kind of sounds familiar. I think I know what you're talking about.
It was like people doing like skits and stuff.
Sounds weird.
Not funny enough to stay on the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. That was the thing for the longest time. I thought I imagined it, but then I heard something that was referenced it.
I haven't lost it.
Yeah, well, you know how you like there'll be something that you you remember from your childhood that doesn't seem to make sense, you know?
You know, America's Funniest Home Videos to America's Funniest People is like an illogical variant. Yeah, like it seems like.
Oh no, it's America's Funniest People, and can you guess who it was hosted by?
Bob Saget.
Dave?
I thought you just said it was Bob Saget.
No, Bob Saget hosted.
That was my guess.
No, I know, but I thought Joe said this was hosted by Bob Saget as well earlier, but...
No, I did not say that.
Oh, I don't know. I would assume Bob Saget.
Oh, wait a minute. Was it Dave Coulier who hosted this?
It was Dave Coulier.
I remember this now, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I remember it being like a thing. I don't know.
It is, but it is like YouTube in a way, though. It's like if you just want to watch mediocre comedians by the handful, you know.
Well, I remember also that was like a that was a premise of an Onion article about the internet being down. So, and it detailed ways that regular people were getting by, and one of it was ABC had stepped up by running 24-hour rebroadcasts of America's Funniest Home Videos.
There's some truth to that.
Yeah, I mean, essentially is. It's people falling down and it's like the original fail video, you know?
Yeah, right. Proto-fail.
Yeah. Well, not even proto-fail, but I guess fail video before fail video.
Proto-memes. Maybe.
I don't... Yeah.
No, I guess not. They're all pretty just slapsticky.
Yeah. Proto-memes. I like that phrase, though.
Wish it made more sense.
That could be the title of an art show, an art exhibit.
Proto-memes?
Yeah.
That's like Christianity. It's like early beliefs.
I say.
Turns of phrase are the proto-memes.
All right, what's the next article? Is it me?
No, it's Alec.
What do you got?
It's me, all right. I do have an article. I have actually, my next thing is kind of a mashup of 3 articles, but they're all interconnected. So, are you guys familiar at all with Iwerks?
Say that again. Say that again.
Iwerks. It's a person.
No.
He was a person. All right, well, Iwerks was an American animator, cartoonist, and character designer. And he is most famous for working with Walt Disney in the creation of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit first, and then Mickey Mouse after that. And he pretty much came up with the style for the original Mickey Mouse shorts like Steamboat Willie and all those, where he's sing and dance and fool. But the two of them had a falling out in I forget when it was. Anyway, they have a falling out, and he splits off from Disney to start his own studio, Iwerks Animation Studio. And Disney goes on to become Disney, and Iwerks signed a deal to work with MGM and have them. He was making cartoons for them, I should say. And the first character that he used to make cartoons for them was called Flip the Frog. And Flip the Frog has two incarnations. One, he is a very frog-like looking character, and then kind of halfway through his existence, he's redesigned to look more like Mickey Mouse, and he starts getting involved in more risque kind of activities at the time. I believe he robs a bank in one episode, or one of his cartoons. He smokes opium in one with a bunch of very stereotypically drawn Chinese people. And Flip was only around for 3 years before MGM dropped it.
He became a lot like Mickey Mouse then.
Yeah, I guess he did become a lot like Mickey Mouse. Because wasn't Mickey always kind of more just like a jerk in his cartoons?
Well, I was making a joke about the opium and whatnot.
Oh. Wait, did Mickey Mouse ever do anything, or is that the joke and it just went over?
No, I don't think Mickey Mouse ever smoked opium.
Wasn't he like a Nazi or something in an old one, or was that Donald?
Donald was a Nazi in a dream. I think Mickey was always on the right side.
Mickey never smoked,
oh yeah, go ahead.
Mickey never smoked opium with a bunch of Chinese stereotypes.
No, he didn't. He just picked on animals a lot. But yeah, after MGM canned Flip the Frog, Iwerks came out with another character called Willy Wopper, who was at first was pretty much just a human version of Flip the Frog, who would always tell fantastic accounts that were in fact outright lies, or whoppers, as his name would come from. He was after 3 shorts, he was redesigned to be a chubby little prankster. He would just have these cartoons that were all lies about crazy things that he did. And Willy Wopper lasted 1 year, and then MGM parted ways with Iwerks Studios, which then went on to produce a few Cinecolor animated shorts based on public domain stories like, Cinderella, all that stuff. And then eventually Iwerks ended his career doing character design for Warner Brothers and doing primary animation cells for them as well, I believe. And that's Iwerks and his and Iwerks Studios story.
Horrible name.
I know, it's weird. It's even weirder, actually. Ube Iwerks is his actual name. Ub is just the shortening of it.
What's his nationality?
Where's he from?
Yeah.
I think he's born in the U.S. Yeah, he's born in Missouri. I don't know what his lineage is.
Yeah, I never heard a guy named Oob.
Let me see. Oh, here we go. His father emigrated to the U.S. in 1869 from the village of Udum in East Frisia, northwest Germany today.
Oh, it's some like weird like sub-nationality of Germany or something.
Yeah, it's part of the municipality of Krumhorn. I think that's how you say that.
Krumhorn?
Krumhorn, Kurmmho with umlauts above it, RN. Krumhorn? I don't know how you say that.
He's a fucking cartoon character from Cartoon Land.
Yeah.
Oob from Krumhorn. I like that he worked with Warner Brothers and Disney. Like he was Mr. Cartoons. He was at all the studios.
MGM.
Yeah, apparently, I'm spacing on his name. Tex Avery was worked under Iwerks at some point too.
I kind of hate Tex
crazy
Avery.
Guy. Yeah. Why do you hate Tex Avery?
I don't know, there's something really fucking annoying. I don't know.
It's too wacky.
It's like, yeah. I'm looking at some of this oob work. I'm looking at Fiddlesticks, and I like the bow tie he has on the frog. It does look good.
Just a naked frog with a bow tie on his chest.
Yeah. I can see all the, like, I can see why Warner Brothers. I can see Warner Brothers in it. I can see Tex Avery in it. I can see all of it in it. It's very interesting.
Yeah, apparently he did some stop motion stuff at some point too, but didn't get into that stuff too much. You guys still there?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I actually have a game based around this one too. I don't know if I should save it for the end or do it here.
I'll let Dave decide.
Do you want to just do a game now, and then I don't know. I don't have any more articles. Do you have any more articles?
No, I did too. Alec did too.
Oh yeah, we'll just go right into the games then. That's fine.
Sounds good.
Okay, well, I have a list of cartoon titles, and you guys are going to guess if it's a Flip the Frog cartoon or a Willy Wopper cartoon.
Willy
All
Wopper
right.
did sound good. You sound like he's a little fat guy that tells whoppers, which are large lies.
Yes, first he was a little skinny guy, then he was a little fat guy.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
All right, I'll give Joe a title first, and you guess which one of those characters it is. How about Stratosphere? Fear spelled Fear.
I'll guess the frog one.
All right, that is actually a Willy Wopper cartoon.
Okay.
All right, so Dave, how about, let me see, Insultin' the Sultan.
Flip the Frog.
It's also Willy Wopper.
Shit.
All right, so for Joe, Chinaman's Chance.
Chinaman's Chance?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to guess the frog one because I'm assuming that could be, or I'm figuring that could be the opium one.
It could be. I don't think it is the opium one, but you're right. It is the Flip the Frog. That one is.
Okay.
So that's one for Joe.
That's an old phrase.
Chinaman's Chance?
You haven't got a Chinaman's chance. Like, it's saying, like, you haven't.
Never heard that one.
Yeah. It's not a common one, I'd imagine, anymore.
Someone's got to bring it back. All right, Dave. Who stars in Africa Squeaks?
I mean, it sounds like the fucked up ones are all Flip the Frog, so I'm going to go with them.
All right, you're right. That is a Flip the Frog cartoon. All right, how about Hell's Fire, Joe? Who stars in Hell's Fire?
I'll guess Wopper.
You're right. It is Willy Wopper.
Okay.
All right, so
Hello?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Dave, yours is Jungle Jitters.
Jungle Jitters?
Yes.
I'm going to say Wopper.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Joe, Cuckoo the Magician. Joe? Dave, are you there?
Yes.
Joe is not there?
Joe, we lost you. Hold on. Where were you? What was the last one you said?
I just asked Joe, Cuckoo the Magician.
All right, Cuckoo the Magician. Let's see if he comes back. Is the weather really bad over by you?
It was raining pretty hard Seems like it's let up, though.
Did you get those flash flood warnings on your phone? It scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. I did get those. Yeah, I thought someone was calling me.
Yeah, the sound it makes just is so shrill. It fucking scares the shit out of me.
Mine was on vibrate, so it just buzzed for a really long time.
Yo, do you still want to do Wednesday? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, I was saying Wednesday. That works for you.
Oh wait, Joe's texting me. I keep saying frog. I just see your text message, Joe. Hold on. I'm gonna Joe, if you can hear me, maybe you should. I'll hang up on you, and you should try. I'll try calling you, adding you to the call. Okay, I'm gonna hang up on you and call you. So hopefully he got that. I just kicked him off. You still there?
I'm still here.
Yeah, Joe's texting me. He's like, I hear everything. I hear everything. Okay.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
All right, good. Frog. I said frog.
Cuckoo the Magician. Yes, that is the frog.
All right,
cool. Let me see. Dave, Ragtime Romeo.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say flip.
Yeah, you got it.
Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds like a good episode.
2 left. Spite Flight, Joe.
I'll go with flip.
All right, you got that one wrong. That was a Willy Wopper. All right, Dave. To break the tie, who stars in Paleface?
Yo, it sounds like a racist one. So you want to say flip? So I'm gonna say flip.
All right, you got it.
Yeah.
Dave wins that one, 5-3 or 4-3. Excuse me, 4-3.
We don't normally keep score around here.
Well, there you go.
All right. Well,
That's a good one.
Do you want to go next, Dave, or do you want me to go?
Up to you.
All right, I'll go.
All right.
I have list of English language idioms of the 19th century.
Oh, I love these. I've looked at a lot of these.
It sounds like it's not really idioms, but more just like phrases. All right, so I'm going to read a thing, and then I want you to see if you can guess what it is.
Okay.
All right. All right, so... All right. The first one I have is blue gown.
So this is just like a metaphor for something, right?
Yeah, what is a blue gown?
Can you give me any kind of hint? Does it have to do with relationship or what time it was?
It refers specifically to a person.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Walking down the street, I spied a blue gown.
It's like an old, sexy woman or something, like a MILF.
You want to guess, Alec?
I'll say it's some kind of high society type.
You're both wrong. It's a beggar, a beadsman of the Scottish king, who wore a blue gown, the gift of the king, and had a license to beg.
License to beg is awesome.
I looked up beadsman. Apparently what a beadsman is, in Scotland, they were public almsmen supported by the king and expected in return to pray for his welfare and that of the state. So I guess they're beggars that were paid by the government to pray for the king.
A great job.
James Bond, license to beg.
James Bede. All right.
James Vagabond.
That's incredible. I'm gonna look into that later.
Yeah. All right. So. All right. I'm trying to find another one. They're not all of them are as good. What is a Jack Bragg?
I feel like use it in a sentence.
That guy who was just here was a real Jack Bragg.
Like an asshole, like, or a scoundrel or something.
What do you guess, Alec?
It's someone who's just full of it, who brags about themselves doing things they haven't really done.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah, it's close. I guess you're both close. It's a pretender who ingratiates himself with people above him.
Like a kiss ass.
Ah, okay, like a brown noser.
Yeah, I guess. All right. What is a Tom and Jerry? What are a Tom and Jerry?
Isn't that like two friends or something? Like two friends, a mouse and a cat. I thought it is. There's some kind of like every Tom and Jerry, isn't it like every man kind of thing?
Well, I think you're confusing the last thing you said with every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Okay. Well, use this in a sentence.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard to think of one that fits. Get a load of that of Tom and Jerry down at the pub. That's not really good, but I mean, this one's pretty straightforward.
I don't know. What do you think, Alec?
Is this old school slang for a gay couple?
No, it's really straightforward. It's just a pair of young men about town.
Oh.
I said like two friends. I thought it was like, yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, it's just two guys that are like having fun on the town.
Look at Joe and Johnny over here.
Yeah. What is all right, there's two. All right, I'll do one. Gens Togata.
What is it?
Gens Togata. Togata. Gens Togata.
Sounds like French or something. Can you use it in a sentence?
Thank God we're not back in the days of Gens Togata.
Fuck. I have no, like, the days before law or something, for common order.
No, my sentence may have been a bit deceptive though. So, do you have a guess, Alec?
Is Gens Togata like an actual person, or it's just like a weird phrase? I don't get what it means.
It refers more to a group of people.
Oh, I don't know. This is a hard one. Days of Gens Togata. Dave said like lawlessness, right?
Yeah.
He said no, though.
Some days of some kind of overbearing law. Then
days
maybe
before
the opposite.
Jesus. Or...
No, just like being like in some kind of dictatorship. Maybe not. Maybe.
Remember, it's not days of. It's just Gens Togata.
I have no idea.
It doesn't refer to. It doesn't refer to a time. It just means the Romans from wearing of the toga.
Oh.
I mean, the thing I said was kind of like I didn't want to give it away, you know, but I guess it wasn't the best. I don't know.
This pottery is from the Gens Togata.
Yeah, like that might be. Well, not even that, because it doesn't refer to the time period as much, but the people. You know, it refers to the Romans. All right. What is? All right. Here's one that I think might be still used today. Petite nature, or I guess it would be in French it would be petite nature, or whatever, however you'd say it in French. It's a French loan word.
Petite
French loan word?
What is it again?
Petite nature.
Small nature. What, can you use it in a sentence? Would he give it away?
I'll give you a hint. It refers to... Yeah, I would give it away. It refers to a... it's an art phrase, I would say.
Small nature. I mean, I don't think it's like small-minded. It's like... or little nature. Fuck, I don't know.
Maybe like a minimalist kind of nature painting.
No, it applies to pictures containing figures less than life size, but with the effect of life size.
Oh, that's just representational.
So, like, I think what would be a good modern example would be like cutouts of like movie characters. They're not the full size of the actor, but it gives the impression that it's a full sized.
That's interesting. Oh, it's like okay. So it's supposed to feel like they're their actual size. I just thought that. Oh, that's different. It's weird.
Yeah, it's supposed to. It's not the actual size of the person, but it's supposed to approximate. You know, it's supposed to give the impression that it's the full size of the person.
Okay.
All right. This one you're not going to get. The first gentleman of Europe. Gentleman, not E-N, but A-N.
Elliot Rogers. Who the fuck is that? 19th century?
Yeah.
It's one specific person?
Yes.
Like,
there are a good amount of one specific people.
Is it like English royalty?
Yeah, it is.
Who was that? What the fuck was his name? Is it just like Richard III or something, or is it like older?
No, that's way earlier.
Okay.
Or I guess, yeah, I don't... no, this is like of the time.
Of the time. So it's not like Winston Churchill, but it's not like...
No, that wouldn't be of the time.
Yeah, or it's not like Charles the Redeemer.
That would be possible. Yeah, it's of the time. It's in... I believe it's when he's on the throne, maybe, that they...
I have no fucking idea.
Me neither.
Yeah, no, there's no way you'd get it. It's King George IV from his fine style and manners.
He's the first gentleman of England.
Yeah. All right. Here's another one similar. Attic bee.
Attic bee?
It's like a bug, like a moth.
This refers to a person. Who is Attic bee?
No idea.
You want to venture a guess?
Specific person?
It's a specific person.
Is it Anne Frank?
No, this is from the 19th century.
Oh. I missed that part. I don't know.
It's Sophocles from the sweetness and beauty of his productions.
Anne B, Attic B?
Attic B. What? How did you get that name?
Why'd you say Anne B?
Wait, so, I mean, I don't understand how the name connects to the beauty of his work.
From the sweetness and beauty of his productions.
Oh, because of bees and honey?
Yeah, bees make honey, and Sophocles makes sweet plays.
What about the attic part?
I don't know. I guess that's just a term for a bee.
That's really weird.
I know.
James Lloyd Webber. Here, I'm gonna call you Basement Bee because your plays are sweet.
I'm assuming an attic bee is a real thing, though.
I see. That was a term, or like that's where you would find them, maybe, and they would sting you. Bees
that live in an attic.
I I would assume it's just a brand of, not a brand, but like a like a type of bee. I don't know. All right,
a lot of people do get bees in their attics, though. Apparently,
I got wasps in my window frame at one point.
Oof.
I would shoot them with the BB gun.
Should have shot bees with the BB gun.
I like bees, though. I don't like it. Well, I do like bees. I don't want to kill bees.
I looked up attic bee, and the only references to it are Sophocles and Help I Have Bees in My Attic.
All right, I guess I'm wrong. That's weird, then. All right, what is the Temple of Immensity? The Temple of Immensity.
It's like the bank?
You want to guess, Alec?
Is that like a weightlifting place?
It's an early gym.
No, it's the universe, as felt to be in every corner of it a temple consecrated to worship in.
Ah. When are all these quotes from again? Or not quotes, but these terms?
Idioms.
These idioms?
19th century.
Okay.
Everywhere is a temple in the 19th century.
Well, the universe. So sort of like everywhere is holy, I guess. Or everywhere is consecrated.
There's a kind of lightness with these terms. Like, everywhere is holy. Sophocles is like a honeybee. Like, kind of an interesting mentality.
Here's one. Some of them get really metaphysical. So, what is horn gate?
Opening to hell.
You want to guess, Dave?
Horn gate?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like the gate to being wild, like animal. I'm interpreting it as not demon horns, but animal horns, like gates of wildness or something.
Well, you both gave good, very rational guesses. The correct answer is the gate of dreams which come true, as distinct from the ivory gate, through which the visions seen are shadowy and unreal.
It seems very specific and referential, like to something.
It's very bizarre. What is persiflage?
Persiflage, like relating to purse? It's like your purse, how much money you have?
No.
Person's privilege.
You want to guess, Dave?
Say it again, or can you use it in a sentence?
Persiflage. I don't know. If I use it in a sentence, I think you'd get it really from context. But it's spelled Persiflage.
Just tell me.
It is a light quizzing mockery or scoffing, especially on serious subjects, out of a cool, callous contempt for them.
It's kind of like, it's like Schadenfreude or something. It's like oddly specific. Like,
no, it's not. Well,
I'm saying that it's like it though because it's referring to this very specific.
You mean as
interpersonal?
As you're saying, as a term, it's like it.
Yes.
It sounds like if you're like mocking a professor or something like that.
Because you're cool and above him.
Is that a persiflage?
I mean, it could be mocking. It could be. I think a lot of like maybe like satire could be this.
Yeah, how do they use it? Like, how is it used and do they use it?
They don't use it. They just give the definition.
Oh.
Sounds like there's a lot of persiflage on a show like Saturday Night Live or something like that.
I don't think there would be because it's cool, callous contempt.
Yeah, who's like that? It's so specific.
Yeah. Maybe someone very deadpan that's like, I mean, you'd have to do like real, maybe a Ambrose Bierce or somebody.
Right. Like Nathan Lane?
No. When does he ever do mockery or scoffing of serious subjects?
Oh, true.
All right. You guys want any more?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Yeah.
All right. Should I do one that you guys won't get?
Give us a chance.
All right. Let me find a good one then.
Do an easy one.
Easy one, eh? Let me see. Brown, Jones, and Robinson.
Is that like a group of guys again?
Yeah, but it's...
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You're mocking me now.
No, but is it another? Is like, was it Tom and Jerry kind of thing?
Well, now you don't get any help because you were really being a dick. You want to guess, Alec?
Are these three Jameses?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
No, it's three middle class Englishmen on their travels abroad.
Specifically middle class.
Specifically middle class, and I guess it's taken from Punch.
Taken from where?
Yeah. Punch.
It's kind of like Japanese
Punch?
tourist or something.
Yeah, you should know Punch. You had Jack Harris's history of cartooning class.
Punch like Punch and Judy?
No, Punch and Judy. Punch magazine.
Yeah, it's like old
I don't remember
satirical.
Punch magazine.
It's like a 19th century Mad or something.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm looking it up. I don't remember it. I remember these. I just didn't remember the name Punch magazine. Anyway. Are there any more?
Here's one that's interesting. What is a faggot vote?
It's like a bundle of sticks. Faggot. Faggot
Alec.
vote?
Vote. VOTE.
A nonsensical vote.
Like a follower vote. They're just following it because it's their group.
No. It is a vote. It is a vote created by the partitioning of a property into as many apartments as will entitle the holders to vote.
How does that? What does that have to do with faggot?
I don't know.
It's just a derisive term.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a way to it's like I guess sort of like a voting fraud thing. All right, here's one more. What is a circumlocution office?
I've like heard that phrase before, I think.
It comes from Charles Dickens.
No idea. Orphan office for orphans. Dealing with orphans.
Do you want to guess, Alec?
Like a library?
No. It's a term Charles Dickens used in his serial novel Little Dorrit to designate wearisome government bureaucracy.
I see.
All right, I'll do one more, then I guess we'll go on to Dave's. What is Ivan Ivanovich?
What was it again? I missed the last part. Ivan what?
Ivan Ivanovich.
I don't know. I know. I feel like I've heard this before, but I can't remember.
You wanna take a guess, Alec?
I don't know, some kind of leader or something like that.
No, it's a term invoking a lazy, good-natured Russian.
Right, like
A
Homer
lazy
Simpson.
No, a lazy, good-natured Russian.
Oh, okay.
Is that a girlfriend?
Yes, that is. I know you could hear her.
Yeah. She's talking to a cat?
Yes, she is talking to a cat.
Oh, nice. All right, what's your game, Dave?
Okay, I've got a bunch of phrases here. This is from The Slang and Jargon of Drugs and Drink by Richard A. Spears. Going off Wikipedia a little bit, but I do have some information about this book from Wikipedia. It was published by this company called Scarecrow Press. It was kind of interesting. I was reading about it. The guy that set it up knew that the cost would have to be kept in control for publishing scholarly books, and that his business would be economically marginal. And his friend said, you want to make a business that has no overhead and pays no rent, it's a scarecrow. So that's where the name came from. So I thought that was kind of funny. Anyway, so I'm going to give you these terms. You got to guess what they are.
Okay.
So this refers to a type of drug. These are several names for it. Turnabouts, mini bennies, proppers, road dope, sparkle plenties, speckled birds, sunflower seeds, tangerines, truckers, turnabouts. What does this refer to?
Is it an amphetamine?
Yeah, it sounds like some kind of amphetamine, an upper.
It is amphetamines. Okay. What is an Arctic explorer?
What was
what?
it? What explorer?
An Arctic explorer. As in... Yes.
This is a drug still?
No. It's, I'll use it in a sentence, like, I met this guy, he's a real Arctic explorer.
Somebody does a lot of cocaine and goes out.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it, Is it a black guy that's into white women?
It is a user of powdered drugs.
Okay. Maybe mine should be my answer should be edited out.
It's not really a drug one.
I asked if it was about drugs.
Well, these are all about drugs.
Okay.
Well, I guess, I mean, they're drug culture.
Okay.
That guy's a real, like you meant like Arctic Explorer, like Jungle Fever, right? Like, it's kind of, that's interesting.
Reverse.
Yeah, the reverse.
No, I think it's all. Isn't Jungle Fever usually?
Or
Isn't Jungle Fever usually a white woman and a black man?
It's just any, like, non-black person having a fetish for black people, I think. He's got jungle fever. She's got jungle fever.
Yeah.
She's an Arctic explorer. Okay, so what are the dripping bummers?
it's after. It's when you come down after using some kind of upper you snort.
Is it something about bleeding from an anus?
Now, Alec got it. It is the return from a cocaine experience. May refer to dripping sweat. I really got the dripping bummers, man. Oh, wow. By the way, there are probably 6 pages of for drunk. Half there, half under, half up the pole, halfway over, halfway to Concord, hammers, hairy flackers. Jesus Christ. Just go on and on. Anyway. Okay. What is a heavy joint? If someone says to you, "Hey man, smoke this heavy joint," what are they talking about?
Is that a hash joint?
I'm going to say it's a joint laced with something. I'm going to guess it's laced with PCP.
Alec got it. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, if someone says that to you, say no. What's heavy artillery?
Is that heroin?
Yeah, that'd be my guess, too.
Not quite. It's equipment for preparing and injecting drugs. Very close.
All right.
It's the opposite of light artillery. I need my heavy artillery. I'm getting super high. All right, hold on. Let me see. So, what is shampoo?
Is that... Ooh. That's hard.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that, like marijuana in shampoo bottles being smuggled by security so dogs can't smell it?
Hey, you both got it wrong, but I'll give you another chance. I'll use it in a sentence.
I didn't guess anything.
You didn't get. Let me use it in a sentence. Baby, I've had so much shampoo tonight at the party.
Does that mean alcohol?
Oh, is it champagne?
It's
You're
champagne.
so drunk?
Yeah, it's like baby
Okay.
talk.
Shampoo.
I had so much shampoo tonight.
I don't like that one.
Another one is champers. Oh, we had so much champers.
I've heard that before.
It's kind of funny because it's like yacht club, like drunk stuff. Like,
Yeah.
oh, have you had the shampoo, lovey?
Yeah.
Think of it. What was that name of that accent? I can't remember.
Locust Valley Lockjaw or
Yeah.
Long Island Lockjaw.
It seems like from that.
Did you hear that episode, Alec?
I don't think so.
You got to go back and listen to all of them.
I know. I had no idea.
All right, so when a guy says, set me straight, what is he saying? Like, Joe, you got to set me straight.
Sell me drugs?
Yeah.
Yes, can you sell me drugs or tell me where I can get them?
Okay.
Let's see. Tang. You'll never get this one. What's a tang?
Is that,
I'm going to say heroin.
is that opium?
It's drug addiction, one's drug habit from orangutan, as in to have a monkey on one's back, to have an orangutan.
That's like that stupid British slang where it's so far removed.
No, I
Cockney
mean,
slang.
it's not like rhyming, though. I mean, it is orangutan.
I know it's
is
not
in-
rhyming.
Yeah. But it's, yeah, it is.
It's like it.
It's similar that it's very, not very connected. That'd be a good word to use on a job interview, I was thinking. Like, what's your weakness? I got a real tang sometimes.
It's not good.
If they ask you to clarify.
You know, a drug addiction. I've got a tang on my back, man.
Yeah.
All right, what does it mean to take a Brody? Or to throw a Brody?
Does that refer to like a particular person?
Is that like to slip a Mickey?
It's to fake a drug withdrawal spasm, to fall down, or
Oh.
to be arrested.
Huh.
That's kind of a weird one.
It's either of those things?
Yes. All right, almost done. Let me see here. What is a Western Union man? Like, that guy's a real Western Union man.
Is that a drug courier?
Alec?
I'd say it's a guy that maintains a steady job, but is a drug addict when he's off the clock.
It's a guy who talks too much. It's a drug user who talks too much. He's telling everybody. All right. And what is a wig sniffer? This is an old term.
Someone who's is into sniffing, like a huffer. Someone who's into sniffing glue, who's sniffing the wigs because of the glue they use.
That would have been my guess about glue.
It's a prohibitionist.
Okay.
What?
It's got, I guess it's like Prohibition era.
So desperate to get fucked up, he's sniffing wigs?
No, it's like you say, this wig sniffer wants us to stop drinking. Like you say it about prohibitionists, yeah.
Weird.
Oh, all right, here's the last one. You know, as if I said, hey, can you get me that thing? What thing? You know.
Drugs?
Yeah.
It's a specific kind. This is a specific kind of drug. You know.
Is it heroin?
Yeah, heroin.
It's cocaine.
Okay. Cocaine.
You know.
Big difference.
Yeah.
You guys did pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah. Do you guys like taking drugs?
Sometimes.
You know.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, it's hot, man. Let's finish
this. It is really hot.
Let's finish this up so we can turn on fans and ACs.
Well, should we do a thing?
Yeah, you want to do your plugs? Let's do plugs and wrap it up.
Check out Omega Land, the post-apocalyptic tarot deck, available on Amazon.com.
Alec?
Check out alecllewellen.tumblr.com. Finally updated.
Yeah, I saw that comic you put up.
Put up a page.
You put up something. What is it? What's it called?
It's called Seth Setherton Seeks Employment.
I'll have to check that out. I think I may have
Just
seen
the first page of something.
I'm on Tumblr right now.
I was on there earlier.
Did you know that there was a deadly knife attack in Japan?
What?
Was there?
Some guy went on a knife rampage, killed 19 people.
Ooh.
There's been a lot of that shit.
A lot.
Going on. It's like Germany, people are always getting stabbed on the train now and shit, I hear.
But 19 people.
19. That's a lot.
A lot for a guy with a knife.
19 people killed.
Oofa. That happened today?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's terrible.
Was he a lunatic or was it political?
I don't know. I mean, it could be both, but
True.
Political lunatic.
It was at a facility for the disabled, so I guess that made it easier.
Oh, God.
Low-hanging fruit? That's rude
That's
as
awful.
fuck. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
What a dick.
What a horrible person.
It looks like it was a former employee.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, God. That just... Is it for older people, you said? Or like people who were... Or
It just says people that are disabled.
disabled.
So, but more people are also injured, I believe. 19 killed, dozens wounded in Japan knife attack.
Oof.
That's a lot of people.
I think the only guy working at that place or something?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
26-year-old guy.
Maybe they're all like people who are like on life support or something.
You pulled the plug?
And he just went through like getting them in the neck or something.
It says the suspect was quoted by police as saying, I want to get rid of the disabled from this world.
Wow.
So he's like a eugenicist.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I guess it's, if anything, it might. To me, it seems like one of those like angel of death or angel of mercy type things.
Yeah, no, like what? Yes, yeah. Those actually are fairly common too.
That's a
I
bummer.
wonder if there's a page of that angel of mercy.
They definitely. I feel like I've read about that before. I forget about that. It's creepy when you look into that shit. Just how you realize how often it's like a thing that happens with nurses. They have to kind of like keep an eye out for it. Like,
Yeah. Angel of mercy or angel of death is a rare type of criminal offender, often a type of serial killer, who is usually employed as a caregiver and intentionally harms or kills people under their care.
yeah, they can get away with it for years if they're
Yeah.
clever. Like this guy just seems like he went nuts.
Well, there was that doctor who killed like hundreds of people in England.
It's before Yelp.
Yep. Don't go to him, I died.
1 star. All right, guys, I'm sweating my nuts off. Let's.
Just put on the thing,
Well,
the air.
I'm gonna put it on now. So it's pretty much over. We can just end it whenever. I'm putting my fucking AC on.
All right. Did you guys have you seen this Stranger Things at all?
A good show.
Yeah. Did you finish it, Alec?
I did. I watched the whole first season.
Yeah, I just started. I'm on episode 5.
Oh. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. I watched BoJack also. Did you watch that at all?
I do. I haven't started the new one, though.
It's pretty good.
I liked the first 2 seasons, so it's good to hear.
Yeah. BoJack in the 3rd season, he does a lot of stuff that really is goes against his ultimate happiness.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Talking about BoJack Horseman?
Yeah.
Yeah. You watched that one, Dave?
No.
Oh, it's pretty funny.
It's good. I like that. You know who's sexy on that show, Alec?
Diane Nguyen.
Yeah, she's cute. No, Sarah Lynn.
Oh, the Lindsay Lohan type, yeah.
Yeah.
Too much, man.
All right. Well, I guess I'll get going.
Yeah, say goodnight, Wikifiends or whatever.
We didn't do that yet?
No, you didn't do that.
We haven't
Let me try
ended the episode yet.
Do it now.
You gonna cut it together?
Yeah.
Well, that was a good episode. So have a good night.
Night, everyone.
Goodbye.
All right.
That was a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all right.
I like the topics.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, I want to start using sounds again. I think I might work out the thing to have sounds again.
How about
Sound
you keep
effects?
it? You keep in the end part, and then when I say the thing about the 19 people killed, you do one of those like, a boing.
What do you mean? Boing? Oh, you want? I like an emotion thing.
No, like a boing.
You need its spring sound.
Oh, you just mean like comedy sound? Like, oh, did you hear that? A bunch of people died in Japan.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Like some terrible tragedy followed by a slide whistle noise or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, or what's the sound? The from soccer games, the Venezuela horn.
It's a horrible train crash with a bowling strike sound or something.
That's not. I do think the use of the horn thing in comedy is funny.
I know. We should maybe try a show or do that. If it's too annoying, don't have to do it.
Did you guys see that video that Jeb is a big mistake video?
I think I heard about that. You're talking about Republican shit, Jeb Bush?
Yeah, from the primaries.
No.
That's so good. Look it up. Jeb is a big mistake.
No. What? Just tell me.
What do you mean, just tell you?
What happens?
It's a video. It's a humorous video that involves that horn sound.
Oh, I see.
It's not like there's a point to it. It's not like there's a, Jeb is a mess. Is the name of it. Jeb is a mess.
Trump has no chill at the 9th GOP debate.
Not that one. The one under it that says Jeb is a mess.
I see it.
You want to play it, Dave?
I see these just like people making fun of him. And the looks he keeps giving. Yeah. Nah, it looks good.
It's really good.
That's so ridiculous. I should just play the horn sounds on my phone.
Yeah. Horn sound.
Air horn sound. Yeah, it's an air horn. I thought it's the same thing, though. Can you believe what the kids are doing these days? Hey, this is so shitty.
You got to do the da 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 da.
Oh yeah. No, what is that called? Sports horn. Yeah, that one. It's like the reggaeton one.
Did you hear about the? Did you hear about what's it good? Did you hear about the recent knife attack in Germany?
Got to work on our pacing with these.
Yeah, well, I'm doing it off of YouTube.
No, me too. Maybe we could do it before the articles. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. It's pretty
annoying.
It's also pretty cliche.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like, all right, my article is about Circulus. Oh shit! I get my phone. I'll have to work on. We could try it sometime.
Definitely work on it.
There's like a way to do it. I'll look into it.
Yeah,
sounds good.
You could just get an air horn though.
Yeah.
Just have an air horn around.
Well, shit. I mean, we all got headphones. We all got mics. I mean, we could do shit with like music and stuff again. How did that sound, by the way, Joe? Like, did it sound normal when we did that one episode?
I don't remember.
The fucking motorcycle song?
Yeah, it sounded fine.
It sounded like a YouTube video or something? It sounded normal?
Yeah, I thought you were talking about actual sound effects.
No, I am, but like, there was a method, yeah.
You want to have an episode about sitcom stuff, and then you could do the laughing, like the sound effects?
Oh.
That would be funny. Yo, but let's table this. Let's talk about this more later. That's a good idea, though.
Well, we could all try to find sitcom articles.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You want to try to do that for the next one? Do you think Yeah, we could probably try to get it together for then. Even if I can't, I can always add it in post, I guess.
I like that. Cohesive theme makes it easier to do, too.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to look into doing it live as well, so like everyone can hear it, kind of a thing.
All right.
Because that's going to be better. You know what I mean?
Like,
it's not that hard. Like, you remember, Joe, when we used to
be a disaster, though.
Do you remember when we used to do it with just GarageBand, Joe? It's kind of like that. It's not that bad though. It's not as bad as it sounds.
Okay.
All right. Well, I gotta take a piss. So.
All right. I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Good show, guys.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.